Hi, I'm Debra Silverman. I'm a psychotherapist and I'm an astrologer of over 40 years. And I've been obsessed and possessed by stars. Sometimes I think it's because I ate too many Lucky Charms when I was little and they had all those little stars in the package. You're probably here with the same kind of funny feeling, like you love this astrology stuff. You've been interested since you were a kid, but you don't know enough to actually really understand what that chart is about. You probably open up the book and just read your sign, and then you wonder what the rest of it means. So I'm assuming that you're one of those Secret Service agents that's secretly an astrologer and doesn't know it yet, and I'm here to teach you. Why? Because I love to teach. And because I want you to be able to understand why you're here. There's nothing more important in this life to me than to have a purpose and to know who you are and get comfortable in your skin, to be able just to relax and be authentic. And that's what astrology is all about. It's a language that gives you permission slips to be yourself. And then the coolest part is, once you take the course, after you learn your chart, you can look at your others, your family, your friends, your best friends, your exes, and figure out, oh, now I get why they are the way they are. So first you get to heal you, then you get to look at their charts, and you can even learn to be an astrologer when you grow up, which I hope is one of the goals of those of you watching. How to fall in love, how to be in love with this life and accept this. My favorite quote was by Carl Jung, the original astrologer. No one knows that he was an astrologer. His daughter executed a chart, and every session that he did, he had the chart in front of him. And he was quoted to say, psychology will be a dinosaur science until it includes astrology. So I'm suggesting to you that you can become, it's like we're all secret psychologists. Everybody studies their own psyche and wants to understand why we are the way they are. So what did I do? I put together this 3-part video workshop where I'm going to teach you the beginning of this language for this big giant science called astrology. And I'm going to take the overwhelm out and just give you bite-sized bits so you can identify first, how do you find your chart? That will be the first video. Then the second thing we're going to discover is the elemental distribution. Like, what is the nature of your personality? And looking at those knee-jerk responses that your ego clings onto, like all those funny things that we do. We talk too much, we don't talk enough, we're super neat, we're super messy. And over the next week, you're going to get those 3 videos. The first one is going to talk about how to get the chart. The second one is going to talk about the elementals, personality types I just described. And then the third one is Mercury and how your mind works. Because at the end of the story, even more important than astrology, and this is what all the Buddhist and all the spiritual studies are and all the metaphysical principles are, is you have to catch what your thought process is and become aware of those broken records. And we're going to have a whole video on that. So if this sounds interesting, I want you to click below and sign up and watch the first video right now. What I'm going to look for is that you're going to fall in love with you. And then you're going to fall in love with astrology. And then we're all going to be in love. That's really my whole goal this lifetime, is to find out how we can all just keep our hearts open, fall in love, be ourselves, and then share it with the whole world. I'm so excited, and I want you to come play with me.